Hey Mavericks, how's it going? Miss A and all your teachers here. We just want to introduce you to a fun weekly activity that we're going to do each week on Google Classroom. So each week you're going to take attendance by participating in a question that we post for you on our Google Classroom. And we know last week you all made sure you could access Google Classroom, so I'm sure you're pros by now on how to get there. But just in case you need a reminder, I'm going to show you now. So when you go to Google Chrome or the internet, up here, you are going to type in my.bvsd.org. Do you guys see that right here? Great. Okay, next, when you get to your portal and you log in using your password that your teachers emailed your mom and dad or your parents, then your screen will look like this. You won't have as many choices as I do because you have a kid screen and I have a teacher screen. Where do you think you're going to go to get to Google Classroom? That's right, Mavs. Click on Google Classroom right here. When you click on Google Classroom, your screen will look a little bit like mine, but again, mine is different because I have more choices than you do. So your go-to place is going to be this 19-20 Meadowlark Mavs Google Classroom. Think about each one of these as a separate class or a separate chunk of your day. And we're going to focus on just using the gray one right now. So when you get here, go ahead and click right on that, and it's going to open you straight to our Google Classroom. You will see something that looks like this. Okay, so each week, at least once a week, you need to go to classwork. When you get to classwork, you're going to see it says weekly attendance. So for each week, you will see the date and the question of the week that you need to respond to. This is how your teachers know that you are getting into our Google Classroom and you are accessing some materials and that we know you are getting on to do some online learning as often as you can. Your first question is going to be called April 6th through 10th question of the week. I'm using this one just as a practice. The one you are actually going to click on today is this one. Question of the week, April 6th through 10th. When you click on it, it's going to open a question for you. Okay, when you open your weekly attendance, you'll see right here it says view question. You're going to click right on view question, and here's what your screen will look like. That's an adult screen, so I want to show you what the kid screen looks like. Yours will look like this. Click on view question, and then you are going to have a place where you can answer the question in the bottom of the box. I know it's kind of tricky to see. But right here, there's a blank box for you to answer that question. Now, Mavs, let's practice what it could look and sound like to answer the question. This week's question is, what is your favorite learning activity that you have done so far? What do you think would be your very best work to answer that question? Would you answer it with one word? Would you answer it with a complete sentence? Would you write about your favorite food? What makes sense to you? That's right, Mavs. Your teachers are expecting complete sentences with capitals and periods, complete ideas, and more than one word. Do you think writing the biggest, longest hi is going to be helpful? No, that's actually not helpful. So your question answer could look something like this. My favorite learning activity this week was playing a math game with my brother. Oh, you could give us a detailed sentence even. The math game was called Turn 20. Is that your best work, Max? Is it a complete sentence? Is there a capital? Is there a period? Does it answer the question, what was your favorite learning activity this week? Yes. Could you go above and beyond and write more than one sentence? That's right. Try it, Mavs. Now, how about this? Is that your very best work answering the weekly question? No. That might be true, but it's not your best. How about this? Now, as tempting and as fun as that is, that's still not answering your weekly question. So remember, Mavs, doing your very best is answering the question using complete sentences with capitals, periods, and clearly answering the question of the week. Just like when we write in school, I notice that I accidentally made a mistake. And what's cool about writing on the computer is the computer likes to help you out. It has a brain that is an expert speller. So if it has that squiggly red line under it, that means I need to go back and check my spelling. If I do a right click or a 2-finger click on a Chromebook, did you mean learning? I sure did. All right, Mavs, I have my very best complete sentence answering this week's question. So now what am I going to click? That's right, post it. Now, Mavs, if you want to respond or add a comment to something one of your teachers or one of your friends says, that is totally fine. But keep these 2 things in mind. You must write in complete sentences, and it must be appropriate and on topic. Is your biggest, longest hi, HHHHIIIII on topic? And is it a complete sentence? It's sure not. So go ahead and answer this week's question, and you may respond with a comment, but it needs to be your very best work complete sentence, and it needs to be an on-topic comment. All right, Mavs, here we go. Your teachers can't wait to do this online learning with you. Reach out if you have any questions. Bye.